Hi there guys, it's Dan here from Trading College with your weekly update. Just starting here on the Dow Jones, just on the daily chart. So we had some Fed decision, rate decision, so 1/4 point increase as expected yesterday. The market liked this, and it followed on from sort of Tuesday, Wednesday's rally, and we've just pushed up, but really we're just pushing up into a band of resistance. You know, we look here, we've had a little bit of a sort of a top previously, 1 and then 2 here, and that's where we're stalling right up into this resistance, and really this is equally where we've had support previously. So we're back up at previous support, which is now acting as resistance in the Dow Jones. If we look at that on the weekly chart, you know, we're still red and down, and actually now we're getting so one of our Trading College indicators, our trend predictor, telling us that next week should be a down week, and we're still red on the storyteller. So I'll be looking for more short side trades, looking for this rally to falter and fail. On the daily chart, you know, for you longer term traders, if we get a new red PTS sell, really that's your signal to get short again. Interesting times are afoot. I think we have further to go down in the stock markets, and you know, the rally here is you know, a little bit of false optimism, but we'll see. We'll stick to the chart, stick to what we know. Inflation is still ravaging these markets. You know, from a wave count point of view here, if we have a kind of B wave, we've got a 1, 2, this is 3, we're into a bit of a zigzag 4, which has now completed a sort of kind of double top, if you like, with this move up, and which is quite a characteristic of that 4th wave. We're just waiting to see then if we go into a 5th wave and we start to get a red storyteller. You know, this might happen in the next couple of days. It might start today or into next week. So yeah, watching for more downside in the rally to falter in the Dow Jones. If it doesn't, it stays green and we start turning green up here, you know, long trades could be back on. You know, but really a key zone in the Dow Jones. And to that effect, you know, something quite similar in the German DAX. You know, again, we're back into this resistance on the daily, looking for a new red sell candle. Weekly, we're still incredibly negative, really only kind of begun in this move. A little bit trapped in what we would class as sort of croc jaws. I think last week I showed you guys this area of support, which was previous highs, and you know, it's acted as that, and the market has bounced, and now we're sort of stuck a little bit in between the sort of moving averages here. So we need to sort of see if this is going to turn red again on the daily for more downside, more of an extension. And we're talking about this level here being kind of roughly our target, sort of the 11,500 sort of zone. If we continue to sell off, so we'll see if the rally falters in the stock markets. NASDAQ's an interesting one as well. You know, huge sort of bounce in tech stocks in the last couple of days. But actually, when you look at it on the weekly chart, it's still red and it's still down. So weekly versus daily, we just need to wait for any sell signals. A new red daily candle would be a new sell signal. Got a little bit of loss of momentum, which on our sort of storyteller here, which gave us a little bit of the heads up that we were going to get a bit of a bounce, little extension zones here. So we were at a technical support, but yeah, expecting more downside in tech as well. And just to that, in that mode, I'm looking at the sort of euro pairs, the yen pairs. Obviously it's normally havens if sort of risk is off the table. And looking at the euro yen here on the weekly, we have, you know, we started to turn red. We've had a bit of a, you know, a bolt up correction, and now I think we're really at a key area here. You can see I've sort of drawn this this Fibonacci level, you know, where we've pushed down and we've retraced, and we're kind of back to the mean average. It's sort of a reversion to the mean. This nice big rally in the euro just gaining a bit of strength. But if stocks do turn over, these yen pairs will probably turn over as well, and we're right at a key zone, this kind of 76.4. We're 1, 2, and then potentially a big 3, but we'll see. We need to see how that goes. I mean, really simply, we just need to wait for a nice solid red candle, and we can probably find that again on the daily chart. If it's turned, things have turned green and up. If we turn red again in this sort of zone in the next day, 2 days, or even next week, then it will be a decent sort of shorting opportunity. On a few more of the yen pairs, CAD yen. Similar, we've had a big bullish move, push up on the daily. It's green on the daily, but now we're getting just a little bit extended, and that's what we're seeing in a lot of these yen pairs, is quite a lot of extension, a lot of sort of divergence. Now, if I look at this more longer term from a daily, each one of these kind of highs in the storyteller is just getting a bit lower. Maybe, and so we may be just losing some momentum. We're wondering if we were going to come off a little kind of double top here. Didn't quite happen. If we look at it on the weekly, we do have a little bit of sort of divergence here down in the storyteller, and so we're sort of coming to the end of this move potentially. If we count again, our wave counts 1, 2. A big long 3, 4 correction, and this is the 5th, and the 5th sort of reaching extensions here and into divergence realms. If I just grab a fib there from this low to this high, we're in this zone now, this 127, 161, where if we turn over and turn red on the daily, it could be a decent size correction, maybe even down to one sort of 9,000 zone, but it's green, it's long on the storyteller, and so we need to see if something is going to change. Yen pairs generally across the board are a bit extended. New Zealand yen as well is another one, and this was just more of a kind of reflection on the pattern weekly. You can see here, there's quite a lot of work on this chart, but we have, let's delete those. We have here potential for sort of like a bit of a head and shoulders. We're losing momentum on our storyteller again as we push up and get a bit separated from the moving averages. Left shoulder, our head here, and then our right shoulder. If we turn red on the daily, this could set up, and if stocks want to turn over, then we could see a decent push down in the yen pairs. So that's sort of the Forex, opportunities that I'm looking at. The other thing is crude oil is really interesting. We were looking at crude last week. What a sell-off this has been. PTS, and it's been really nice. But I think we are at a structural support here, and we look like we could turn back up again. It just got very extended on the weekly. Which it was kind of a bit of an inevitability that we're going to come back down to support, find some support. We now have again one of our trend predictors just telling us that we're going to go long again, and so we're looking for new green sort of buys. It may be intraday, and obviously certainly on the daily candle. If we turn green again, it would be a reasonable risk reward to sort of take a green buy signal here on the daily. And you never know, it may well get back up to the highs. There is talk in various courts about $150. Don't know if we're going to get there. It's red at the moment on the PTS. We need to wait to see if this changes. Those are the markets that I'm looking at and thinking about. Hope that helps, and have a good rest of your day.